Hi, and welcome. It's good to have you here, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to practice our language skills and kind of talk about Tennessee, okay? But before we get started, I want to meet you. Well, I know I can't really meet you, but I want us to practice our English skills that we have learned in class. So you can read below some sentences that you can use to answer my questions. Let's get started. My name is Mrs. Choi. What's your name? It's nice to meet you. I teach at Farragut Middle School. Where do you go to school? I bet that's a great school. I am from Knoxville, Tennessee. Where are you from? Wow, we have students from many places watching this video today. It's nice to have you. Let's talk about our learning objectives for this lesson. Today, we are going to listen to facts about Tennessee. We will speak about geography. We will read information in a chart, and we will write sentences that compare and contrast populations. So let's get started. Take a look at this map. This is a physical map of Tennessee. You may have seen this map in a social studies class. A physical map shows the land. Look at the map and look at the colors. Look at the shapes and look at the words on the map. Let's listen to some facts about Tennessee. First, our state has a long shape. Because our state is so long, it is divided into 3 parts. Let's take a look. If I look here at the Tennessee River, the Tennessee River divides the state into the west part. I'm going to put a W for west. If I look over here at the Cumberland Plateau, it divides the state into a middle and east part of the state. So I'm using M for middle and east for E for east. So when we look at the state now, we can see that Tennessee is divided into east, middle, and west. Also, Tennessee has many landforms. For example, there are rivers in Tennessee and there are mountains in Tennessee. You may have been to the Smoky Mountains near Knoxville. Also, if I look around Tennessee, I see that Tennessee borders many other states. I see Kentucky, Missouri, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama and Georgia, North Carolina, and Virginia. Maybe you have visited some of those states before. So now that we have looked at the physical map of Tennessee, let's practice speaking about this map, okay? Here are some questions that we can talk about this map. Take a look at West Tennessee. What do you see in West Tennessee? Remember that West Tennessee is this area of Tennessee. So what do you see in West Tennessee? Good. In West Tennessee, I see the Gulf Coastal Plain and I see the Mississippi River. Nice. All right, let's look at another question. What do you see near Knoxville, Tennessee? Can you find Knoxville on the map? Here's Knoxville. So what do you see near Knoxville, Tennessee? Use the sentence frame below to say your answer. What do you see near Knoxville, Tennessee? Good. I see the Tennessee River and Clingman's Dome near Knoxville, Tennessee. Great job. Let me ask you one more question. This question is a thinking question. The question is, where would you like to live in Tennessee and why? Where would you like to live in Tennessee? Maybe you would like to live near the mountains, or maybe you would like to live near a river, or maybe you would like to live near another state. Think about your answer. Where would you like to live in Tennessee? Why? Great answer. I think I would like to live in Nashville, Tennessee, because Nashville is in the middle of Tennessee and it is near a river, the Cumberland River. Great job. Now we're going to talk about the people in Tennessee. And there's a word I want us to look at. That word is population. I'll say it and then you say it. Population. Good. One more time. Population. Great. Let's spell that word with our fingers and say it as we go, okay? Population. P-O-P-U-L-A-T-I-O-N. Population. Great job. So let's look at population. What is population? Well, I see a picture and the picture has a lot of people. So many people. If I read below, it says the population of a city or state tells how many people live there. So think about your house. How many people are in your house right now? 4 people or 6 people? Maybe 2 people? Well, that's the population of your house. Let's look at the populations of some cities in Tennessee. We will then compare the populations. Here is a population chart. Take a minute to read the names of the cities in the population chart, and then read the numbers of how many people are in each city. Do you recognize the names of some of these cities? These are cities that I have lived in, or I have family that lives there. What do you notice about the populations? Can you find the city of Knoxville where we live? Our population is 185,429. That's how many people live in Knoxville, Tennessee. That's a big number. So let's practice a little bit of speaking here. How many people live in each city? I'll get us started. Let's start with Athens. We're going to start with the number, okay? So 13,752 people live in Athens. You can use the sentence frame at the bottom of this screen. How many people live in Bristol? Great. How many people live in Morristown? Good job. So we've read this population chart. Let's do some writing with this population chart, okay? Before we do some writing, we want to look at 2 words that will help us compare, okay? The first word is greater than. You can look at that symbol and you might recognize that from your math class. Well, greater than is the word that I use to show that one thing is bigger than another thing. For example, when I look at those populations, the population of Knoxville is greater than the population of Athens. That means there are more people in Knoxville than in Athens. The other word that we use to compare is less than. We use less than to show that one thing is smaller than another thing. For example, when I look at the population chart, I see that the population of Athens is less than the population of Knoxville. So these two words, greater than and less than, are words that we will use to write sentences that compare populations. Let's do it. All right, our goal is to write 5 sentences that compare the populations of the cities in Tennessee. Below, at the bottom of the screen, you can see the sentence frame to help you. All right, so number 1 says Chattanooga and Knoxville. We're going to compare the populations of Chattanooga and Knoxville. So let's look at the chart. Chattanooga has 177,365 people. Knoxville has 185,429 people. So the population of Chattanooga is smaller. When I write my sentence, I will write the population of Chattanooga is less than the population of Knoxville. Let's do one more together. Number 2 asks me to compare the populations of Nashville and Knoxville. Well, let's find Nashville on the chart. It's a big number. And Knoxville again. All right, I think Nashville is much bigger than Knoxville. The population is bigger, right? There are so many more people. So when I write my sentence, I'm going to use greater than because Nashville is first and it is bigger. Go ahead and write the sentence. Okay, I'm going to read my sentence, see if it matches yours. The population of Nashville is greater than the population of Knoxville. Is that the sentence that you wrote? Good job. Okay, I think you can do this. Why don't you write sentence 3, 4, and 5 on your paper? Remember, you can use the sentence frame at the bottom of the screen to help you. If you're not finished, you can pause the video here. I'm going to show you the answer sentences so that you can check yours, okay? Go ahead and check your work. I'll let you read the sentences on the screen and then read your sentences. Did you remember a capital letter and a period at the end? Did you capitalize the names of the cities? Great job. You did a lot of work today. Today, we listened to facts about Tennessee. We spoke about geography, and you told me where you would want to live in Tennessee. We read information in a population chart. And then finally, we wrote sentences that compared and contrasted populations. Fantastic work today. I'm really proud of all that you've done, and I hope that you continue to think about Tennessee and other states. It's been great to have you today. Stay well, wash your hands, and practice your English as much as you can. Goodbye.